Anthony Joshua just got to Nigeria, and there was a news getting to us recently that he just had an accident and two of his friends did not make it alive. This Anthony Joshua case is just a case in Nigeria. This is what Nigerians usually pass through every day of their life. If the government of Nigeria did not make sure that the roads are in good conditions, the trucks are not meant to be packed in some places, this kind of accidents would not be happening in Nigeria. But it's unfortunate that Anthony Joshua had to experience Nigeria in this form. But let's watch the video to hear what people are saying about the accident that happened to Anthony Joshua in Nigeria. As you're watching, please also to like the video, share the video, and subscribe to the channel.
Anthony Joshua's accident scene is terribly shameful, and that once again broke my heart being a Nigerian. Accident scene that claimed 2 lives, no ambulance, no response team, no first aiders, no nothing. How could you ask a victim to sit upright in a police van? People were busy shouting and taking videos. For Anthony to be screaming, it means something is going on inside. This is once again what I have been screaming. We need to fix Nigeria. It doesn't matter how rich you are, because emergency can happen within a second. And that is when you're going to know the effect of bad governance in Nigeria. How can you have such accident scene, no emergency response team, no nothing, no ambulance? I thank God for his life, because the world would have laughed at us. I thank God for his life. No nothing, no idea of emergency care, nothing. It doesn't matter where you live. It doesn't matter how rich you are. You may think your families are in UK, in US. That 1 minute that you touch down Nigeria, emergency can happen. And we need to fix this country. We need to fix this country. An accident victim should lay flat and stabilized without movements. Can we stabilize emergency care in Nigeria? The healthcare system in Nigeria is in shambles. It's very shameful. Thank God for his life. The world would have laughed at us. What?
Guys, have you seen the pictures and videos of Anthony Joshua? You know Anthony Joshua, right? The boxer from USA in Nigeria. Have you seen the accident? When we talk to you people, you do not hear. We told you Ghana is the only place for you to be. Have you seen Anthony Joshua? We are so sorry, okay? We are so sorry about the accidents, but we warned you. We warned you. Ghana is the only place you were supposed to be. Sorry. But we are so sorry. We are deeply sorry for those of you who have lost your life in that accident. We are very, very sorry. May the soul of those people rest in peace. We are so sorry, okay? Anthony, we are so sorry. Shedding, okay? Shedding. Much love from Ghana.
The accident in Ogun State involving renowned boxer Anthony Joshua in Ogun State is yet another moment for us to speak about predicament on our roads. Yes, I know that we've been talking about roads that need attention for reconstruction or rehabilitations. I also know that we've been talking about roads that need proper marking, signs, and everything. But there's this one that we have not as much as talked about as many times as we should. Aside from those people who usually put stores, wares, markets, goods, and things to trade on the road, you see these random trailers that park frivolously on the road that we don't usually talk about. Because the initial reports we saw about this accident involving Anthony Joshua highlighted a stationary truck. Although subsequently, the FRSC, that is road safety, later came to blame over speeding and other things. But wait, there was an impact, and the impact involved a truck, which I see that they are beginning to make us look away from. I'm very sure that Anthony Joshua himself, by the time he returns and heals properly, he will come and tell us more of the things you can remember about that incident. But let me remind you that if you are a regular driver on Nigerian roads, you will see random accidents like that usually involve stationary trucks or vehicles that are just randomly parked and left on the highway. But because the victims are not known, we usually don't talk about them. But let me remind you, Olaiton, the green, his own happened similarly, also with a truck. He was returning from studio. Maybe he had some argument with somebody. It's the normal thing, people usually leave work angry and about that and all that. But this one happened at Alakara. It was a truck that was on the road at that late hour of the night. But in fact, in this case, this was not even parked on the roadside. According to persons who saw from their own balconies on the story building that came to assist before they find out it was actually that green. They didn't know who the victim was. They were just having fresh air on their balcony upstairs and came down. They were trying to help the victim out and saw that it was that green. They were the ones who narrated to me at the time I gave the story to Sarah reporters. There was actually a truck stopped on the highway. Revenue boys, known to Alakara police station, were the ones trying to obtain money from that truck. They stopped the truck just between the service lane and the middle of the road. And the truck had no rear light. The oncoming driver, being that green now, didn't even know because there was no light at all for him to notice that. And you know, at that time, everywhere was dark. There are barely street lights and all that. So he was just coming on his own speed, hoping to aim out to the highway towards Songo, along Oshodi. When that incident happened, he didn't know that revenue boys stopped the vehicle in front of him and they were trying to obtain money from him. That truck did not have rear lights, so he didn't even see. Yes, the high speed definitely contributed to the high impact, but even if it was slow speed, snail speed at night with a truck on the road, there will still be an impact. So when there's no traffic on the way and there's such situation, whether a bus, a car or a truck parked on the road, collisions are imminent even during traffic hours.
So what would have killed Anthony Joshua is a stationed truck. You see, a few months ago here, we're talking about Dangote truck. You remember Fina's sister? It is the same truck. Now, this time around, it's not Dangote truck. It was a stationed truck on Ibadan Expressway that Anthony Joshua car ran into. 2 people has been confirmed dead. Anthony Joshua is currently at the hospital with minor injury. Because the same thing happened in Abuja recently, that the truck was stationed and the car ran into it and the guy died. Now, what would have killed Anthony Joshua again today is the same truck. You see those trucks park on the road and no caution, nothing, they'll just park and you'll be driving. By the time a car in front of you avoid it, maybe your own car will be on a very high speed, you'll just run into it. That is what would have killed Anthony Joshua. Imagine conquering the whole world and coming into your own country to enjoy festive period and lose your life because of bad road and untrained drivers on the road. Anyway, let us hope for the best for Anthony Joshua, as we pray for a quick recovery and hope that the injury is not beyond what we are currently hearing. Anyway, if there are more updates, I will also bring for you.
I hope none of you lot not work in black magic and Anthony Joshua. How could he involve in a car crash in Nigeria? Nigeria, stop!
Anthony Joshua's car crash in Nigeria is a prime example of what many great Nigerians experience in Nigeria. When Nigeria happens to you, it happens to be a very Nigerian thing. And the shame is that this accident probably could have been avoided if there was good infrastructure, systems in place that meant that people were not living in such a dysfunctional way. You understand? No infrastructure, no nothing, no services, no nothing. I'm seeing videos of people lifting the man into a bus, like the general public are carrying a world-class champion boxer like into a bus because he's had a car crash. Like Nigeria is a company, not even incorrect. Nigeria is a country capable of producing world level athletes and things like this, but the infrastructure in our country, the services in our country don't support the quality that we're producing. And this is the sad tale of every bloody Nigerian. Do you know how many Nigerians didn't flourish until they left Nigeria? It's a shameful thing to say about your own country. Like, it's getting to a point where it's just ridiculous. Of course he had an accident in Nigeria. The man has just won a fight, made loads of money, been discovered by America, all of these good things happening, and then you put Nigeria in the mix.
I hate to say it, yeah, but you see, my Nigerian people, yeah, in 2026, we need to be released from the bondage and the beliefs that everything is judged. Because why have I just seen Anthony Joshua's been in a car crash in Lagos, yeah? I hope my baby's okay. Love you so much. But someone saying in the comments, this is how I know you aren't serious characters, someone said Jake Paul went to the village and done this. Trying to imply that Jake Paul has cast judge or got someone to cast judge on Anthony Joshua. Are we actually serious? Why on earth would Jake Paul be bouncing around Lagos eating suya on a stick, going to cast spells on Anthony Joshua? He already lost the fight. He got his jaw broke. The timing's off. Not everything is about judge. Not everything. Literally, the minute something bad happens, yeah, you're going to see Nigerians start talking about, the village people, the judge this, the judge that. Bro, you've stubbed your toe. It's just an accidental thing. And if in this context we're talking about Lagos, I'm not surprised that people are crashing the cars. Have you seen the state of it? It's so fucking busy. Let's just focus on making sure that he's okay and all the other people who were in the casualty are okay before we start jumping to judge. It's like your immediate thought process. No, Jake Paul is not in the village. Why would he be in the village? God, I love yous, but yous do me head in for.
At this point, America no go forgive Nigeria. America no go forgive Nigeria because as they look am, how can a healthy person that is not even a citizen just come in, the next thing trailer carry them? God, it's so painful. So it has been confirmed that it is his best friend Lats and his personal trainer that died in this road accident that happened to Anthony Joshua. It is so painful. Government should do something about trailers taking normal route where small cars will be taking. God, like it's somehow, because they're going to say it though, whether you like it or not, they will say it. How can we not have lanes for big cars, trucks, big buses? Haba now. This is how a young life has been lost. Somebody that was so eager to. It's really, really sad. And I hope they are so rest in peace. What would Nigeria say to the parents of these young men, to their family, if they have girlfriends, if they have children? What would they say? They have lost their life because trailer don't know say you suppose Zela moto.
Anthony Joshua will just win fight against Jake Paul. You know how many millions of dollars will they pay that boy? But he still come Nigeria, he can't flex. Now the guy can't get accident though. Two people now ain't buy in leg like this. They try come out and for under the distance, never see and come out. And now this trailer, we be say I don't know why trailer go they drive for middle of the day. All this trailer. And again, our bad road against cost like this now. Share people with their abroad go won't come Nigeria. When I go, they make people with their abroad they fear to even come back to their country. And which kind of wala be this? Person will come Nigeria, we say you won't come flex now. Which kind problem be this? Who go hear this kind of news now? We go there abroad, we go won't come Nigeria. We need to work on this road and everything. All these things don't tire person. Bad road, bad everything just bad.
Guys, this is the worst thing that's going to happen to anybody in Nigeria. Just imagine Anthony Joshua coming back to Nigeria for the Nigerian Dirty December with his personal trainer and his best friend. And his best friend and personal trainer was involved in that accident and they lost their lives. It is only Anthony Joshua that made it out alive. To tell you the rate at which, you see these trailers on the road in Lagos, Nigeria, in Ogun State, in Nigeria specifically, in every road in Nigeria, these trailers are always standing. You see countries like Benin, you can never see that happen. You can never see trailers standing on the road. They will tow your car away. Countries like Togo, if you park your car for a day, the following day you will come back and you will not meet your car. You will pay a fine to go remove your car from the station. Countries like Ghana, you cannot park your vehicles anyhow in the road because they're going to tow it out. But in Nigeria, you park car for 1 week. Nobody's coming to ask you, who is the owner of this car? Instead, the police will keep extorting you, collecting money from you for your car to remain in that place. And these cars and trailers are causing accidents on the road. A lot of people have experienced it just because they did not come out to talk about it. But it is because it is Anthony Joshua, that is the reason why it is making the news like this. If it wasn't for Anthony Joshua, this would have just been a normal routine that is happening in Nigeria. For an average Nigerian, it will be covered up because they are not popular. For how long are we going to continue like this in Nigeria? This is the reason why a lot of Nigerians don't want to go back home to Nigeria, because it is not safe. For how long? I'm actually tired of all these things that's happening in Nigeria. I'm tired. I myself, I want to return back to my country, Nigeria, live peacefully, be secured, but I can't. If peradventure I want to return back to Nigeria, it means only God knows. Maybe I will carry escort and bodyguard and put in my body if I have the money. But it's well with Nigeria. It is well.